Very good afternoon to all. Last few classes we have been discussed about the robokinematics. So what is robokinematics? Robokinematics is the science which deals the geometry in motion. Okay? Generally, geometry of a robo frame in motion. Okay, we have been studied different kinematics, forward kinematics, reverse kinematics. We have done various analysis of robo kinematics, both algebraic method as well as geometric approach. Also, we discussed about the Danavitt-Huttenberg method convention to get forward kinematics. Okay, then we found the matrices, homogeneous matrices, 4x4 matrices. Among that 4x4 cross 4 matrix, the first 3x3 is a rotation matrix. Last 4x1, that is 4 rows by that is last column. Okay, among the last column, 3x1. The first three elements are position vector, fourth is a scalar vector. Similarly, the fourth row in the 4x4 transformation matrix is a progressive matrix. So among the 4x4, first 3x3 either rotational or it represents the translation. So if it is a translational, the 3x3 becomes identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. The linear translational value is represented in the px, py, pz. So generally we studied the various motion, geometry, shape, that's all. But we do not know why it happens. Okay, so when a force acting on the robo manipulator or link, when the force acting on the link, what happened to the joint velocity, joint acceleration, then momentum, force, torque. The derivative of forces, momentum, force, velocity, torque. So those things happen when force is applied on the robo manipulator. So basically, today we are going to discuss robo dynamics. Okay, not kinematics, robo dynamics. So robo dynamics mainly studies the relation between the forces acting on the robo arm, robo body, and the momentum, the relation between momentum and the velocities, forces at the joint, masses, even mass, moment of inertia. So we are going to study these things in today's session. Okay. Okay, the kinematics is the very important topic for the scientist to do analysis. How actually the robodynamics is very much helpful to simulate and control, simulation and control of the robo dynamics, robo system. So if you do not know what happened when we apply some force on the arm or a robo manipulator, so we have to simulate first. Okay, we have, before design a robo, we have to simulate it. Okay, for simulation and dynamic controller, to develop a controller for robo, it is necessary to study about robo dynamics. Here, say, let us see, for this dynamics, we basically study how much energy accumulated on the robo arm. Okay, how much energy accumulated on the robo arm. We are going to basically study first agenda kinetic energy, total energy. Okay, so energy. So in this energy, we are going to estimate there are two things. One is kinetic energy, other one is potential energy. Okay, so actually the robo dynamic, the generalized dynamics consist of the generalized dynamic coefficients. Say, I will write generalized coefficients m of q double dot plus b of q comma q dot plus g of q. The q and all called generalized joint coordinates. Okay, q1, q2, q generally consisting of the joint parameters. So suppose if the joint is rotating, rotational joint, q is theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. Suppose if it is translational, it is simply L1, L2, L3. Okay, linear or prismatic joint. Prismatic joint means L, X1, Lx2, Lx3 like that. Okay, so G of Q equal to tau plus JC. This also Q of Q into FC. Q into FC. Actually, what is M of Q? M of Q is the generalized representation of generalized. These are all in matrix format. So mass of the each joint coordinates M of Q. So this generalized mass coordinate, joint coordinates. So generalized mass coordinates. Okay. The B is nothing but Coriolis forces. So the B is nothing but Coriolis force. Coriolis force. Also, it represents the centrifugal force. Coriolis and centrifugal force. G is the gravity. Okay, gravitational force. Gravitational force acting on the joint. This Q is the joint parameter. Okay, tau is the external force acting on the frame. Okay, external force. JC is the also JC is nothing but the Jacobian force, external force coordinate. This is external, some other external forces acting over the torque coordinates. Okay, torque coordinate. So these are all these equations. M of Q double dot. The Q double dot is nothing. The Q double dot is nothing but acceleration. The Q dot is nothing but velocity. Okay, Q is nothing but simply position vector. So see, suppose if we have a two link manipulator, consider this. we already studied in kinematics. Say this is theta 1, this is theta 2. Okay, so this is L1, this is L2. So the Q here, the Q is represented as like this, theta 1 and theta 2. So this is for two-link manipulator. If there are n-link manipulator, n links, say 6-link or 7-link, then it is called generalized joint parameter. In that case, we substitute Qi, I equal to 1 to n. So theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, etc. theta I. So this is for n-link manipulator. So this is representation of the equation. This m of q, q double dot is nothing but the second order dynamic equation. So this is the representation for robo dynamics. Clear? Let us derive the robo manipulator model for two-link arm. So for new analysis, I consider the reverse robo dynamic. Let us consider a two-link manipulator with reverse axis. Okay, in the downward analysis. Sorry. Okay. Say this is horizontal axis. This is vertical. Y, X. Say this is M0. This is a fixed end. So this joint 1. This is joint 2. Okay. This joint makes an angle of theta 1. Theta 1. The joint has mass M1. This joint has mass M2. So the joint 2, this is link L1. This is link L2. This is theta 2, L1, L2, M1, M2, theta 2. Okay. So this is two-link planar robo. Actually, this is typically hanging downwards. Okay, the robo is like a simple pendulum. So this has two link and two masses M1 and M2. Their joints. This can be considered as a J0, X0, Y0 also. So let us find the kinetic energy for kinetic energy as well as potential energy for this robotic system, 2 degree of freedom robotic system. What happened? Okay. So what is x1? X1 is the length. Okay, x1 is the length length with respect to this. So this is x1. So what is x1? what is x1? X1 is, what is x1? In the previous 2 degree of freedom robo, x1 is actually, we go here. Here x1 is this distance. So x1 from this distance to this distance. So this is x1. So in this case, x1 equal to L1 cos theta 1. X2 is X2 is L1 cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2, theta of theta 2. But here different, right? X1 equal to L1 because this length x proportional to this, so it is opposite to theta 1. So L1 sin theta 1, L1 sin theta. Similarly, what is y1? Y1 is L1 cos theta 1. It is this distance. So from this reference, it is on the negative side. So minus L1 cos theta 1. So what is the velocity v1? V1 equal to velocity is nothing but square root of the square root of x1 square and y1 square. X1 square plus, that is the resultant axis, resultant. So please calculate. So what is v1? V1 equal to L1 cos theta 1. Sorry, this is wrong. X1 we have, y1 we have. So first find the velocity. So dx1 by dt. This is the velocity of the x1 coordinate. So what do you get? L1 cos theta 1 into d theta 1 by dt. Okay. Similarly, for dy1 by dt, dy1 by dt equal to L1 minus cancel, minus cos sine, cos differential of cos minus sine. So minus cancel. So plus L1 sin theta 1 into d theta 1 by dt. So hereafter I am going to represent d theta 1 by dt equal to theta 1 dot. Similarly, d theta 2 by dt equal to theta 2 dot. So this is the angular velocity. Now, what is the velocity v1? Velocity v1 equal to, similarly this also we can represent as x1 dot. This is y1 dot. So velocity equal to, why we are calculating velocity? Because we know that kinetic energy of a mass system equal to half mv square, mass into velocity square. So here x1 dot square plus y1 dot square. So please substitute the value here. Square root of L1 square cos theta 1 square into d theta 1 square plus L1 square sin theta 1 square into theta 1 dot square. Okay, so square root, full square. So what we get? V1 equal to, if you take L1 square and theta dot square as a common, we will be getting cos theta 1 square plus sin theta 1 square, that is 1. So we will be getting simply L1 theta 1 dot. Am I right? So this is the velocity at the joint 1, velocity of the robo at joint 1. Okay. So similarly, let us find the x coordinate and y coordinate at the joint 2. Okay, at the joint 2, x coordinate and y coordinate. So what are the x coordinate and y coordinate here? Joint 2, x2 equal to L2 sine theta 1 plus theta 2. Am I right? Yes. L2 L2 is it right? This is x1. This is x1. This is y1. Here, this is x2. This is y2. So what do you get? X1 plus x2, right? Very good. Good. Plus L1 sin theta 1. Y2 L1 cos theta 1 plus L2 cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. Now let's find x2 dot equal to L2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot plus L1 cos theta 1 dot. Similarly, y2 dot equal to L1 minus of L1 sin theta 1. Sorry, here also I forgot to. This y2 also in downward, so we should put minus here. Minus of L1 minus of L2. Okay. So minus y2 no minus of minus cos minus so plus plus no y2 dot no into theta 1 dot plus L2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 plus theta 2 dot. So now we have these two relations. So let us find V2 velocity V2. So what is velocity V2 square? X2 dot square plus Y2 dot square. So just square these two terms. So if you square these two terms, just square and add. So suppose if you consider this L1 cos theta 1 dot theta 1 dot L1 sin theta 1 dot. So if you square this entire term, say this term is A, this term is A, this term is B. Similarly, this term is A. Okay, you take this A, this as B, this B. So A plus B whole square. So what I get? L1 square. Please do it and tell me the answer. L1 square cos square theta 1 square into theta 1 dot square plus L2 square cos square theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot the whole square plus 2 L1 L2 plus 2 L1 L2 cos theta 1 into cos theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. This is for A square plus B square. A square plus B square divided by plus 2AB. 2AB. Am I right? Good. Plus L1 square sin theta sin square theta 1 square into theta 1 dot. Okay, plus L2 square sin square theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot square plus 2 L1 L2 sine, you replace this sine theta 1 into sine of theta 1 plus theta 2, you write here this relation by replacing cos by sine. So right here L2 sine theta 1 sine theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. So here, please do it. Here, simple manipulation, you combine these two terms together because everything is in addition. You combine this term and this term. So what do you get? Only L1 square, theta 1 square is a common. So the sine square term and cos square term becomes 1. Okay. So we get V2 square equal to L1 square theta 1 dot square. I missed the square here. So L1 square theta 1 dot square. So these two term vanishes. Okay. Similarly, you go to this term and this term. So if you take L2 square, theta 1 dot and theta 2, theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot whole square common, then this becomes 1. These two, addition of these two angle become 1. So plus L2 theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot the whole square, L2 square. L2 square theta 1 dot square plus theta 2. So this also vanishes. This term also vanishes. What are the remaining things here? 2 L1 L2 cos theta 1 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 theta 1 dot cos into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. Similarly here. So here also we can take a common term as a 2 L1 L2 theta 1 dot and theta 2 dot as a common. Please addition of, if you take these two terms as a common, we finally will get cos of theta 1. See, after taking as a common, we will be getting cos theta 1 into this term. See, cos theta 1 into cos theta 1 plus theta 2. Similarly, sin theta 1 into sin theta 1 plus theta 2. Addition of these two. What is, can you tell the formula? Say for example, what is the common term? After taking common term, what we are getting is cos theta 1 into cos of theta 1 plus theta 2, okay, plus sin theta 1 sin theta 1 plus theta 2. So you consider this is A, these two angle together as a B. So cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. What is the formula? Cos of A minus B. Okay, so A is cos theta 1 minus theta 1 minus plus theta 2. So theta 1 cancel. So cos of minus theta 2. Okay, minus cos theta 2 is cos of minus theta 2. Cos theta 2 only. Okay, even property. Here, what we add to L1, L2, cos theta 2. Here, what is theta 1 dot and theta 1 into theta 1 dot, theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. So this is the equation for V2. Okay, V2. Why are you doing this? Yes. So please substitute here. What is V2 square? V2. Please tell me. So V2 square. So what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is K2 equal to K1 equal to of M1 V1 square. That is V1 square is how much? What is V1 square? L1 square theta 1 dot square. Okay. K1 equal to of M1 L1 square theta 1 square L1 square theta 1 dot square. This is V. Similarly, K2 M2 of M2 V2 square. You substitute this V2 square here. So you will be getting the K2 value. So the total energy, okay, this is about kinetic energy. So total kinetic energy is total kinetic energy. The kinetic energy contributed by two masses. So K1 plus K2. Okay. This is the kinetic energy, total kinetic energy. Then next is potential energy. What is potential energy? So the potential energy, you know that potential energy formula equal to mgh. mgh. Here mass for potential energy for mass 1 is m1g. What is the height? Height from the height represented by that minus cos theta 1 minus cos theta 1. So the potential energy generalized formula is mgh, which is the height from the reference. So from the reference, what is the reference? Is the x naught y naught axis. So the potential energy, say potential energy P, P1 equal to P1 or P1 equal to M1 G, H is minus L1 cos theta 1, okay, minus L1 theta 1. Okay, so what is P2? P2 is L2, okay, is equal to minus M1G L1 cos theta 1. P2 equal to M2G of the height is minus L1 cos theta 1 minus L2 cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. This is the potential energy. So total potential energy equal to P1 plus P2. Understand? Any doubt? No, யாருமே உயிர் இல்லையா? போயிடுச்சா எல்லாம்? Hello? Hello? Okay. So once we determine the kinetic energy and potential energy of the manipulator, next we are going to model the robo manipulator model. So we are going to describe the manipulator with the help of a model. Okay. So for that we are going to use one latest method called Lagrangian method. Okay, Lagrangian. So what is Lagrangian method? Lagrangian is nothing but the Lagrangian what he suggested is Lagrangian expression L. So he defined a function L equal to K minus P. That is kinetic energy minus potential energy. By identifying the kinetic energy and the potential energy generated by the joint, so we can able to describe the robo manipulator in a mathematical form, that is a model, mathematical model. If you know the model, we can easily simulate the model. So that is called a simulation. Solving of the mathematical equation models called simulation. Okay. So what is called a simulation? Simulation is solving of mathematical relations using a computer or any processor. So the Lagrangian suggested that L equal to K minus P. Using this Lagrangian expression, we are going to obtain the mathematical model for any robotic system, any robotic manipulator. While describing the uh, 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 while describing the manipulator or a point in the workspace, so we normally consider a global or generalized coordinates. Generalized coordinates, right? So here we are going to derive the relation a uh, for mathematical model. Okay, let let x is a position vector in a space, okay, in a workspace. So x is a function of the joint coordinates q1, q2, etc., qn or qi, okay, and the time. So any point on the workspace can be represented with the help of as a function of the generalized coordinates of the joints q1, q2, q3, and time t. Okay, so we know that the also this x is a position vector. So we know that kinetic energy equal to half m v square. So instead of velocity, I am going to represent as x dot square. X is the position vector. If you derivate it, if you differentiate it, we will be getting the velocity. Okay, very simple. So x dot. So say this is kinetic energy. So let us represent k. So dou k, first we have to partially differentiate. We are going to apply partial derivative for this. Dou k by dou q. Okay, dou q. So what do you get? With respect to x only, because x is the function of q. So dou k by, we are differentiating the kinetic energy with respect to q. So 1 by 2 m constant, the square comes here, so 2 x dot into d by d of or dou x by or dou x dot by dou t, right? Dou q dot, better dou q dot. Okay, we have we can also have, so dou k by dou q equal to m x dot. We can write this term as what is d dou x dot by dou q dot. This can be represented by m x dot d by dt of dou x by dou q. Dou x by dou q. So also we can write this equation as here. Here is dou q dot, right? This is dou q dot. This is also dou q dot. So here we can write as d by dt of dou k by dou q dot. By applying partial derivative on both sides, derivatives of dou q dot equal to d by dt of m x dot dou x by dou q, which is also equal to, if you differentiate this d by dt of x dot. This is x dot is velocity. If you differentiate it, it becomes x double dot. So there are two variables. One is x dot, other one is dou x by dou q. So as per the derivative of two variables, so we can easily get mx dot mx double dot mx double dot dou x by dou q, dou x by dou q, keeping dou x by dou q is constant, plus m x dot, here x dot is a constant, derivative, applying derivative for dou x by dou q. Okay, dou x dot by dou q, dou x by dou q. This can be again, we can write it like this. Okay, so instead of this, you can write m x double dot dou x by dou q plus m x dot d by dt of dou x by dou q. Okay, dou x by dou q. So now I'm going to define a new function. I'm going to define a function by defining a function, say QL. Okay, by defining a function QL or Q, that function Q equal to d by dx d by dt of dou k by dou q dot. Okay, dou q dot minus dou k by dou q, minus dou k by dou q. Okay, we already have, we defined the left hand side equation we already have. So the q equal to mx dot mx double dot dou x by dou q, dou x by dou q plus mx dot d by dt of, sorry, d by dt of dou x by dou q dou x by dou q minus mx dot minus mx dot d by dt of dou x by dou q, right? Mx double dot dou x by dou q plus mx dot d by dt of dou x by dou q minus mx dot d by dt of dou x by dou q. Okay, here this x double dot is acceleration. this is velocity. So mass into acceleration together is force. Force, right? Force. So this can be represented by Q equal to force into dou X by dou Q. Okay. Q equal to force into dou Q equal to, this is equal to d by dt of dou K by dou Q minus dou K by dou Q. So this is force, representation of force. Actually, force into momentum. So momentum calculation. This is for momentum calculation. So here we are going to represent the Lagrangian formulation. What is Lagrangian formulation? He defined the function L equal to, he defined the function L equal to K minus P, right? K minus P. Here QL, we are replacing Q by suffixing L. What is QL? D by dt of dou K by dou, instead of K we have to substitute L now. Okay, Lagrangian expression, instead of K we replace L. Dou L by dou Q minus dou L by dou Q. Okay. So what is QL? QL is, instead of L we substitute, instead of L we can substitute K minus P. Instead of L you substitute this. This is a representation of Lagrangian equation, Lagrangian function. If you substitute here, what we get is QL equal to d by dt of dou K by dou Q minus dou P by dou Q minus, sorry, here we put Q dot. You see, wherever this is Q dot, okay? So Q dot. So Q dot. Whereas here no Q dot, dou K by dou Q minus is minus of minus plus dou P by dou Q. So what is resulting? QL equal to d by dt of, one more thing I will tell, derivative of the potential energy. What is potential energy? Energy stored, that is a static one. So energy at the rest. So when you differentiate the static value, static coordinate, what happened? This becomes 0. So this is 0. So d by dt of dou K by dou Q dot minus dou K by dou Q plus dou P by dou q. Okay, this is the dynamic equation. This is the dynamic equation. So the dynamic equation is QL equal to d by dt of dou L by L dou L by dou Q dot minus dou L by dou Q. So this is the dynamic equation for a robotic system. Using this relation, we can able to develop the mathematical model of any manipulator, any 2 degree of manipulator, 3 degree of freedom, or 6 degree of freedom. Okay, so if you want to form this equation as a matrix format for nth order dynamic equation, just QL1, QL2, QL3. Similarly, dou L1 by dou Q1, dou L by 2, like that. You have to write this can be. You have to generate a ith order. Ith order means you just add Li here, Li, Qi, ith joints. So coordinate. So if you same thing can be used for n order equations. Okay, this is about the dynamic equations of the system. Let us okay, so using this relation, let's see how to derive the robo dynamic model using Lagrangian equation. You see, these are all the steps to develop the robo dynamic model for any manipulators. So please carefully listen these points. Based on this point, we are going to generate the mathematical model equations, right? So first is this is Lagrange's mathematical model of or model of any degree of freedom manipulator. So once you know the mathematical model, then only you can able to simulate or control the real robo manipulator, right? So this is the steps. There are 6 steps. First step is choose the generalized coordinate. How many Q values are there? Q1, Q2. What is Q? Q's are nothing but the joint parameters. Generalized coordinate of joint parameter. Joint parameter is θ1 and θ2. Okay. Or you can also go for DH, Danavid-Huttenberg method by that is for nth order system. Say base to end effector. If we have end effector, this can be written in a chain link model. Base to first link into first link to second and second link, etc. Right? So by this way also you can generate the generalized model. Okay, first thing is choose the generalized coordinates Q. How many Q's are there? Next is identify the non-conservative forces. What are the non-conservative forces acting on the robo manipulator to work, to do the task, to perform the task? Okay, what are the non-conservative? Non-conservative forces nothing but the torque. Okay, tau1, tau2 because of the motion. Next, third step is calculate the kinetic energy and potential energy. So basically, as we derived the kinetic energy and potential energy for two-link manipulator in a different way. So first, third step is calculate kinetic energy and potential energy. Fourth step is calculate do the partial derivatives. So partial derivatives. Then calculate the generalized force. Generalized force. So these are all. Next, finally, apply Lagrangian equation. What is the Lagrangian equation? What is Lagrangian equation? D by dt of dou L by dou Q dot minus dou L by dou Q. So if you do that, you will be getting the required mathematical. Let us do one by one for the well-known two degree of freedom manipulator. Okay, this is the well-known manipulator. So see, this is our here. This is the 2 degree of freedom manipulator. Say theta 1. This angle is theta 2. This is link 1, link length 1. This is link length 2. Actually, this is the end effector. So end effector. So we consider this as a center of gravity. So this point is center of gravity. So this is I1. Here we can have it as I0. I0 is nothing but moment of inertia. So M1, M2. So this is when it moves tau 1, sorry, tau 1 here, tau 1, this is tau 2, tau 1 and tau. Okay, what are the first step we have to do here? Please, as per this, choose the generalized coordinates. What are the coordinates? Q equal to, what are the coordinates? Q equal to theta 1, theta 2. This is the generalized coordinate. Next is, what is the next point? What is the next point? Identify the non-conservative forces that are exerted at the system to do work. Okay, and to do work. So what are the non-conservative forces? That those things are tau equal to tau 1, tau 2. So these two are non-conservative forces, tau 1 and tau 2. So what is next step? Kinetic energy. Calculate the kinetic energy. Third step is calculate the kinetic energy. First thing is Q. We found Q equal to theta 1, theta 2. Second, identify tau 1 and tau 2. Third is kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy K1 equal to half I0 Okay, I naught theta 1 dot square, because the motion at the joint is angular, so angular velocity. So instead of mass, when the mass is rotating, it creates the moment of inertia. So at the joint, this can be represented as 0, O, with respect to O. This is 0. So at this juncture, the moment of inertia considered as I naught. So I naught theta 1 square. For the link 2, this is for link 1. For the link 2, K2, kinetic energy K2 equal to half M M2 VC2 square. Here, VC2 square is nothing but with respect to the velocity of the frame, okay, velocity of the link at the coordinate, okay, plus of IC2 omega square, angular velocity. So omega 2 square. So this is because of what is XC2 and YC2. Let us find what is XC2 and YC2. We normally calculate XC2 and YC2. What is XC2? XC2 is L1 cos 1 cos theta 1 plus center of point L2 by 2, L1 by 2. No. L1 cos theta 1 plus half of the value. See, we have to calculate this link length L1. So this distance and the center of point. So this center of point is L1 plus L1 cos theta 1 plus L2 by 2, because half of L2. L2 by 2 cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay. L2 by 2 cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. Similarly, YC2. L1 smaller L1 sin theta 1 plus L2 by 2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay. So what is VC2? VC2 square. VC2 square equal to XC2 dot square plus YC2 dot square. So you differentiate these two relation. Finally, you substitute here. Okay. So please find out and tell me what is XC2 square. First find XC2, that is XC2 dot equal to minus L1 sin theta 1 into theta 1 dot plus L2 by 2 again minus L2 by 2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. Similarly, YC2 dot equal to L1 cos theta 1 into theta 1 dot plus L2 by 2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 theta 2. So once you differentiate this, then you add, say, equation number 1 and 2, square and add. Okay, squaring of these two equation and add. So what happened when it's firing these two? You can easily get the expression. So here there are two terms again here, A and B. Here also A and B. We will be getting the expression xc2 dot square equal to L1 square sine square theta 1 into theta 1 dot square plus L2 square by 2 L2 square by 2 4 2 becomes 4 sine square theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot square plus 2 L1 L2 by 2 to cancel sine theta 1 into sine theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. Okay, similarly yc2 square dot L1 square cos square theta 1 into theta 1 square plus L2, sorry, you represent either small letter or capital letter. I'm confusing. So L2, capital L2, or either follow small L2 square cos square theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot plus L1, L2, 2L1, L2 divided by 2 cos theta 1 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 into theta 1 dot theta 1. Here also I missed one thing, theta 1 dot. So theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. So here if you add these two, so this and this cancel. Okay. Similarly, the second term will cancel. The second term will cancel. So you will be getting VC2 square equal to L1 square theta 1 dot square plus L2 square by 4 L2 square by 4 theta 1 plus theta 2 the whole square. Again, as usual, this can be simplified sin theta 1 sin theta 1 plus theta 2. So you refer the previous discussion. So you will be getting same value, some L1 by L1 L2 of cos theta 2 of theta 1 dot into theta 1 plus theta 2 dot. Okay, you do it. Finally, the kinetic energy expression. Okay, the kinetic energy expression is kinetic energy equal to of I naught plus m2 I1 square theta 1 dot square plus of m2 L1 L2 cos theta 2 into theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot. Okay, plus it is continuing plus 1 by 8 m2 L2 square plus of IC2 theta 1 dot plus theta 2 dot whole square. This is kinetic energy expression. Similarly, potential energy. Potential energy equal to M1. This is P1. Potential energy 1. ME1 MG YC1 plus M2 G YC2 equal to mg L by 2 sin theta 1 plus m2g L1 sin theta 1 plus L2 sin L2 by 2 sin theta 1 plus theta. So this is the potential energy expression. Okay. Now, as per the discussion, first we found the parameters theta q, theta 1, theta 2, and the conservative forces tau 1, tau 2. Then we calculated kinetic energy and we calculated the potential energy. Okay. Then we have to apply partial derivatives. Please do it. What are the partial derivatives? You know kinetic energy and potential energy. Now calculate the kinetic energy. We have actually this is nothing but K. This is nothing but P. As per the Lagrangian expression, L equal to K minus P. So now apply partial derivative for dou L by dou theta. Okay. So find the partial derivatives. So what are the partial derivatives? Dou L by dou theta 1. Please find out. Then dou L by dou theta 2. Because we know L equal to K minus P. K is kinetic energy, P is potential energy. We already found kinetic energy, this equation. Potential energy, this equation. We have two set of equation. Using that, for differentiate L dou L by dou theta 1, dou L by dou theta 1, partially derivative. Okay. So once you derivative, they do this differentiation, partial differentiation, we can calculate the fifth. What is the fifth norms? Calculate generalized force. Okay, calculate the generalized force. So what is the generalized force? Work done. Okay, so that is work done. W equal to tau 1 dou L by dou theta. That is tau 1 del theta 1 plus tau 2 dou theta 2 del theta 2. Okay. So what is F? F is nothing but tau 1 tau 2. Okay, force is the external conservative forces tau 1 and tau 2. Please find first to do dou L by dou theta 1 and dou L by dou theta 2. Then apply Lagrange's theorem. So what is sixth step is apply Lagrangian equation. Okay, what is Lagrangian equation? D by dt of dou L by dou Q minus dou L by dou Q. Right? D by dt of dou L by dou Q dot minus dou L by dou Q. Understand? So this is the Lagrangian equation. This expression is equal to this Lagrangian equal to F. So this is the final step for calculating our dynamic mathematical model of the system.